she's never experienced before. My intention is to make time stop for her and see what happens if it stops. And that obviously is just saying that she's going to try to beat the hell out of Toni Storm.
Shafir wasn't concerned with the timeless ones. Close up. Oh, getting straight into this matchup.
Round kick by Marina Shafir, taking Toni Storm off of her feet. Remember, we've seen how dangerous the hands and the striking of Marina Shafir can be. Toni Storm, she's had her legs put out by Shafir. Think about Dynamite, how we kicked off the year 2026. Marina Shafir not only landed a knockout shot on Mina Shirakawa, but put the lights out of timeless Toni Storm as well.
Toni Storm has been in a mother's milk show on a number of occasions. So I hope for her sake she's got some strategy to stay out of it.
Toni Storm, we're talking about break Shafir.
Oh,
just an uppercut to the jaw. And you see the Tony. That's the training of the Death Riders. That uppercut, typically a devastating move like Claudio Castagnoli. Now Shafir employing it as well.
You know, I think Shafir has taught the Death Riders a lot as well. No one strikes harder in the women's division than Marina Shafir.
No question about it. We heard from Jon Moxley recently, from Close Up with Renee Paquette, how he talked about Marina Shafir in the heart and soul of the operation when it came to the Death Riders. How she was, and I quote, one of the most dangerous people he's ever been in a ring with. She called her a Mustang and said that Storm was in for a hell of a ride.
Shafir now the cover after maintaining control of the wrist, and it's not often that you see timeless Toni Storm at such a disadvantage in the early moments of the match. I think back, Tony, to actually when Toni Storm was AEW Women's World Champion and she was facing the Megasis, Megan Bayne. Toni Storm narrowly escaped that one, but remarkably similar to how this match began.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good call. Toni Storm had to rebound from that. Boy, that kick was in the throat. There it is again. Aubrey looking.
Both legs cradled.
Interesting strategy, though, from Storm against someone so dangerous and prolific with her strikes. Storm electing not to put her hands up to protect herself.
Yeah.
She's really got to believe in her resilience to be doing that.
Perhaps a strategy by Toni Storm, bait in Marina Shafir, allow her to be comfortable delivering those kicks. Perhaps Toni Storm with a counter in mind remains to be seen, but right now Shafir in firm control. Wait a second, Toni Storm. No, Shafir had the leg hook. I thought Toni Storm reversed it, but it was Shafir.
Yeah, tonight, way before anybody got here to Los Angeles, I saw both Shafir and Jon Moxley all waiting for submission here. Wow, look at this, a version of the Indian Deathlock almost.
Wait a second.
Rubber caught.
Toni Storm.
Flipping rear naked choke is effective today.
Gets the hooks in, but if there's anybody that knows how to defend against this submission, it's the problem, Marina Shafir.
Yeah, there's no question. First real offense here by Toni Storm.
And Nigel, you mentioned the training that you observed earlier. Jon Moxley and Marina Shafir, they were grappling with Josh Barnett, one of the most dangerous catch can wrestlers. And Toni Storm, though, released German suplex.
Whoa, look at that, though.
Front kick. And I mean a front kick.
That is similar to how Marina Shafir knocked out timeless Toni Storm earlier this year.
Let's watch this.
I mean, just come
brutal kick right to the jaw of Toni Storm, who goes down, who really hasn't got out of the gates whatsoever. It's not so much a clash of styles, perhaps, fellas. It's more a clash of eras, if you will. So Judy Grable against a Chris Cyborg. I'm not sure how that one would end up.
Marina Shafir definitely a hybrid athlete. But timeless Toni Storm with the problem now, the hip attack. Shafir was ready for it.
Toni Storm does have a problem now.
Oh, Marina Shafir looking for the mother's milk.
would end up.
Marina Shafir definitely a hybrid athlete. But timeless Tony Storm with the problem now, the hip attack. Shafir was ready for it.
Tony Storm does have a problem now.
Shafir looking maybe for a German suplex off the apron. It's the waist lock, but it's cinched up high underneath the armpits of Tony Storm.
Those kicks are just lacing the skin. The former AEW Women's Champion Tony Storm.
Repeated kicks to the spine. And now Shafir. Oh, suplex on the floor.
Oh, man. Shafir feeling very good about herself, and she should right now.
Listen to the impact of this. Grabbing and then nothing but air. That will certainly move your kidneys around or your liver. I believe Tony Storm's fond of a drink or two.
Shafir, Tony Storm.
Tony's helpless right now. She can't get her hands up.
Those kicks landing flush on timeless Tony Storm. Shafir.
I'm not going to argue with her.
Oh,
That's not great.
Oh, that could have broken a foot.
and Nigel, that was what I was referring to before. Perhaps Lil Shafir into a false sense of security. Marina Shafir.
Back to her apartment fighting days.
They start DDT on Shafir.
Flurry of offense, but Tony Storm, nothing after the DDT there, Excalibur.
She has absorbed so much punishment. Tony Storm has. Marina Shafir has just been pouring it on. Tony Storm, one of the most decorated athletes in any locker room in professional wrestling. That does not happen by accident.
Tony Storm, known for her resilience. She's been in some absolute hellish title matches during her reigns here as the AEW Women's Champion.
I think about the blood and guts match, Nigel. Tony Storm went through so much in that match, but she surrendered not because of herself, but to protect Mina Shirakawa.
That's right, for the love of her friend. Wow, that landing. Flush.
Tony cannot match. I don't think Marina strike for strike.
You might disagree with you, Tony.
Well, she point at it. I don't blame her.
Shafir missed. Tony Storm answers the German suplex a second. Shafir staggers up. Tony Storm more than happy to deliver a third.
Shafir is stunned now. Spaghetti legs. She's put herself in harm's way, though.
I think she's going to get her close up here.
Tony Storm.
Oh, Lord. Oh, she's going to do it again.
This one not done yet. Second. You saw Shafir trying to right herself, trying to bring her up to her feet. Couldn't do it. Tony Storm.
Oh, Shafir says, bring it on.
Third hip attack.
Wow.
Storm Zero.
Tony covers 1, 2, to go.
Wow.
Shafir, her turn to show her resilience.
Yeah, she said, come on, bring it a third time.
You knew Shafir knew something that Tony Storm did.
Exactly.
But somehow she had enough left to kick out. But it was as close to 3 as you can get.
Tony Storm still sitting, wondering what to do next. Finally pops up.
They are crammed in here. The Crypto.com arena. Sell out tonight.
Oh, Tony Storm looking for another Storm Zero.
Shafir rotates out of it. Oh, no. The headbutt intercepted the mother's milk.
Oh, but Marina Shafir, now the mother's milk locked in. The mother's milk.
That's one way out into the eyes.
Desperation by Tony Storm. Hits the fiction once again.
Wow, she well got some mother's milk there.
First time I've ever seen that in my life.
Oh, the headbutt upon Shafir on the way in. And now the leg package. 2.
Yeah!